Welcome back to Turn Pain into Power podcast, and you've tuned in to season 3, episode 5. This is our very first YouTube video for the podcast. You've tuned into your mental health go-to for mental health tactics, and with this season, we have our all-new Mom Life segment aimed to inspire mommies worldwide, falling back in love with yourself. And that obviously opens the door to being able to let go, because a huge part of holding on to things is control. So when you find that self-love and you fall back in love with yourself, you have that ability to easily let go and let things be. It's also key to letting go of the past and inviting new blessings into your life and new people into your life that will actually love you and treat you right. Love you for you, not for what you can do for them. And for my ladies that are so used to settling for less because you didn't know your value and had very low self-esteem, like I used to, meaning that just did not see what other people saw in you, like the song Beautiful by Christina Aguilera. The woman you saw in the mirror was bruised from all the bullshit that you had been through and all the pain that you had endured, to the point that although your exterior was beautiful, you could not see that in the mirror. All you saw was the bruises and the pain and the mental trauma, because it is a mental thing. You saw all the hurt that you actually felt inside, and that deteriorated your self-esteem. In your healing journey, once you turn that corner and you start to see how beautiful you truly are, it is up from there. And when I say it's up, because you found that love in yourself. So no one can really fool you into believing that you deserve stuff that you really don't deserve. Nobody really deserves. Most importantly, nobody will be able to fool you into believing that you have to endure pain in order to receive love from them. Once you see your value and what you bring to the table, let me tell you, it is damn near impossible for somebody to make you feel like you have to endure pain and hurt and bullshit in order to receive love. That's something that you've healed from. Your taste in people will change as well. Your taste in men will change. It's a wrap for the abusers, for the users, for the energy thieving ass people, the people that steal your good energy, people make you feel small, yet needed you as a source of energy because they indeed had no energy, no good energy to give their self. This also goes into trusting to let go. So once you start to love yourself and see your worth, you'll start easily letting go of what's not good for you. Because hey, what's good for you will be good for you like that. You'll feel it. You'll taste it. Just like you can taste opportunity. Many times life will test you over and over again. It'll throw you the same lessons just to see if you learned your lesson. And that's God's way of testing you. So when you truly start to love yourself, you truly start to learn how to let go of what's not good for you, life will then go ahead and throw those same tests over. God has tested me is through men. Temptations will come in different forms, and this is just one form. Most importantly, your taste in men. So that one lesson about are you still gonna fall for these same type of men, that's out the door. You won't even fall for that anymore. I'm living proof. This is right here. This is definitely God's way of testing you. Because one thing's for sure, two things for certain. Once your taste in men change, you will start searching for a deeper connection. So all the things that little men throw at you to see if you'll fall, let's say like money, fancy, dates, all cheap things. They're very cheap ways to try to get a woman, not on a deeper level. That little boy shit, you will no longer even be turned on by. You'll actually laugh at them like clowns. I know I do. So it really shows they don't have the ability to give you what you need. Because let's be honest, when you know what you deserve and you know what you want, a little boy with a facade trying to manipulate you into thinking and believing that he's the man, that he got what it takes to be your partner, won't easily trick you. They won't easily manipulate you. The more you let go and let God, the easier things will be for you. And I think that sometimes we lose so much along our journey that we tend to try to control things by holding on tighter to them, even things that no longer even serve us. All right, so we're going to go ahead and dive into our second topic. The change you want and the happiness you dream of is all up to you to go get. That dream that you want is all up to you to go for it. And not until you let go of distractions and start to focus and invest your time into your goals will it become true. That dream is not far-fetched. A lot of the times we have dreams that we unconsciously at the back of our mind don't really believe in ourselves. That we see it as far-fetched. Once you start cutting off distractions and really going to chase that dream, going for it, believing that you can go attain it, it won't come true. It's something that you have to do for yourself. It's not going to come to you. It's your dream. So you see, our own unconscious fear of attaining them will hold us back from making the necessary moves we need to make them a reality. So until I started looking around at what was not serving me and making the necessary changes in my life, the path didn't start looking very clear. Everything really did look blurry in a sense. So the path didn't start lighting up. I didn't see a light at the end of the tunnel. I didn't see the tunnel at all. You need to really believe in yourself. It is crucial, because if you don't believe in that vision, nobody will. If you don't believe in that vision, how are you going to go get it? That dream is not far-fetched. That's number one. Once you start making the necessary changes, the path will look clear. There will be a lot of clarity in the decisions that you make and the steps that you need to make as well. Because you really got to see it for yourself. So you really got to believe in your vision and see it for yourself. Nobody's going to see it for you. And sometimes the environment we are so comfortable in is not helping us grow. And that's when you need to change your environment. You need to know when to make the changes you need to make. I saw a video that described how certain plants will grow in one environment and blossom, whether as opposed if they stay in another environment, they may die. So I see this as how I see life. One environment might not serve you any good, but you may grow and blossom in another environment. And that's what you need to go ahead and think of when you are trying to chase that dream as well. We need to position ourselves in places that will be good for our growth mentally, spiritually, and physically. One saying, the devil is a lie, that saying is deeper than what we know. What most of us think is the devil is a lie is an individual that do demon acts in front of you and they lie, they liars, which they are, but it's deeper than that. The distractions made out to make us feel good or safe are fake. Are fake as hell and are not good for our growth at all. It leaves us stuck in the same place while making us believe that we're good, that we feel good. You know what I mean? So not everything that feels good is good for you. So the devil is a lie. And you got to think about that when you're encountering with different people. Are these people trying to just make you feel good to keep you stuck in the same position? Or are these people pushing you to reach your highest good? Are these people really good for your growth? So don't be afraid of failing, getting out of your comfort zone, and start take control of your life. Take control of your life by not letting others define you and what you do. Take your power back. That is the way to start to heal. Get over those fears and the path will start clearing up for you, making a way for a brighter future. All right, so we're going to go ahead and dive into our third topic. A man that has no control over his emotions could never have a woman fully submit to him. Ladies, I know you all know what I'm talking about here. The little boys. So the root of all the hate a small man with a huge ego has towards women. This is a much needed topic to go into because a lot of these little boys have no idea how to play their role as a man. And then they have the audacity to be angry at the world, most importantly at women, because they can't get a woman to submit to them. So a man as a provider, protector, lover, unconditional lover, if you can't fulfill those roles as a man, however, you sit here and you talk down to devalue women and emotionally and mentally, sometimes even physically abuse their partner due to the fact that they feel little inside and can never have a woman fully submit to them, because quite naturally, a woman will not submit to a man that she cannot trust to protect her. Let's be real. Think about it. I'm about to go dive a little deeper into this topic. So take a seat. If a man cannot control his emotions, a man is looked upon as the one that keeps it together during tough situations, a leader of the wolf pack. How in the entire world is a woman supposed to naturally submit to them? It occurred to me that there are way too many little boys trying to rock grown man pants, lacking the ability to really lead. And this shit is real. Like, we live in a world where they have convinced and programmed people, especially little boys, that money can buy everything, that money can buy power. And in most cases it can buy most of all things, but that one thing. You can't buy a woman's submission. She may be able to make you feel like you control, but she won't naturally submit to you. Nah, you can't buy a woman to submit to you. That's a natural thing a woman does. A man can have all the money in the world and still have no love, no respect, and no loyalty from a woman, nor anyone at all, because people don't want to be led by a piece of shit. Let's be real. From a woman's perspective, it is a slap in the face that a little boy that doesn't have what it takes to take care of a woman, not just monetarily, not just financially, spiritually, take care of her mentally and add value to her, is to think that you devaluing her will make her submit to you. That the hatred you have for women as a whole, because they won't submit to you, and you get back at them by putting them down, like, that's not going to get you no respect. So yes, nobody wants to be led. Nobody looks up to a piece of shit that can't control their emotions. Nobody want to be led by a man that cannot stay in control, a man that does not have the ability to actually fulfill his role of a man, and puts down others, especially their significant other, in order to feel a little bigger about themselves, to feel better about themselves, because no one wants to become that miserable piece of shit. All my ladies out there, if you know or are dealing with an abusive little man that lacks the ability to actually lead like a man is supposed to, and protect you and make you feel protected and safe and provide for you, yet consistently puts you down and makes you feel bad about yourself because deep down he knows you won't submit to him, because it's not something that you can't do. Let's make that clear. All women can submit. It's not something you can't do. It's something that a woman won't do for a certain type of man, a certain type of breed. Let that piece of shit go quick and in a hurry. Cut him off. Cut them off while you're mentally sane, because these are the types of people to bring you down. These are the type of little boys that don't grow up, because that is not in their character to grow up. They have a huge ego to fulfill, and they're delusional. They live a lie, and to think they're already a man, knowing that they don't grasp the ability, they don't do no man activities. Let them go. Cut them off. Move on to bigger and better. There are so many good men out there. And remember to follow me on Instagram at inspire2. Get inspired. This podcast is available on all major platforms. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and finish today's episode with positive affirmations. Number 1, you are valuable. Number 2, you can overcome whatever is thrown your way. Number 3, you are capable of anything you set your mind to. Mind over matter. Number 4, you are worthy. And number 5, you can get out of it yourself. You can get out of anything, any pain. Hey, hashtag pain into power. You can go get it yourself, as well as you can get out of any rut that you're currently in. Thank you all for tuning in to today's episode of Turn Pain into Power podcast. I hope that the topics I spoke of today in this episode truly inspire you to take control of your happiness. Go after your dreams and make the necessary changes in order to grow and actually attain these goals. I hope that through my personal experiences, you can take from it and apply it and make it the necessary changes. And being able to let go are vital to your healing. Turning your pain into power is a lifestyle. It is a way of life. Life is way too short. Change sometimes is the best thing that can happen to you. And to all my lovely ladies and my hardworking mamas out there, Keep going. Stay strong. Don't fall for these little boys' traps. A real one gonna naturally have you submit. See y'all next time, and thank you for tuning in to Turn Pain into Power podcast. Have a good one.